Good afternoon. It's a beautiful day. In short, we're going to be doing a VOD review. We're going to be VOD reviewing myself. I have 3 games, 2 wins and a loss, where we're going to be looking over and just kind of scalping over what I did, what I was good at, what I failed at, maybe hopefully find some flaws that I could pick up on and try to find some patterns that I could stop early so I don't become habits down the road. I encourage you to join me in this dissection of my gameplay and write in the comments any good pointers that I may miss, any extra tips and tricks that of course I don't know with a unseasoned eye, if you will. I am still myself, still the new player, kind of coaching myself in a way, so there's only so much I can actually understand here. Let's get into the video. Our first game is going to be on Fracture. Or just to give you like an idea of how well I play on Fracture, I don't really know how to play this map at all, and that shows in my stats. If you were to track my tracker, I'm pretty sure Fracture is my least won map, like in general across like all game modes. And that may reflect well into me being a Neon only player at the moment. I don't think Neon plays well here in general. I think there are players or characters that could do what she does a little better and maybe a little safer, but I like the Neon character, and that's going to be prevalent in the rest of the games as well. And yes, I understand having a good hero pool is good and all, but right now I'm kind of just having fun a little, right? So to start off the first round, I don't know if this is necessarily a bad thing, but I always buy my stun and a ghost. Like pretty much every map, I just like get like just pick up a ghost and a stun just off rip, kind of holding this angle here, which I don't really like. I'm spending a lot of time here, especially because if I look on the mini map, I know that the Jet came here and died, and then the Reyna came up out into like on the top of ropes and then got a kill there. But I'm still like kind of slow walking this in a way. I have no info here, so I don't mind the slow walk at this point, but I should have already been up here, right? I decided to take height. That's fine. I'm spraying into that just to try and like shoot where somebody is. I take that engagement and get absolutely fucked on. I don't even like that engagement's fine, I guess. Not really. It doesn't really play to my own. I already know that I'm not necessarily a good long range dueler, and my character doesn't help in long ranges in general, so I should necessarily be walking up there. I should realistically like walk up. Realistically, I should walk up like and kind of trot up through here and then maybe chow that way, or I could just take this space and then like hold this angle and then drop maybe. Like there wasn't necessarily a reason for me to peek out here simply because I had so much space and I already knew where she was playing here. It's more of like an ego thing, I guess, or like maybe I wasn't thinking in the moment because you know like I was just in the moment trying to get a kill. But I definitely could have just played here and played time. Starting off the next round, I know that when you lose pistol round and you bought like a good healthy bit of shit, you're just simply not supposed to buy anything on second round. Like it's a miracle if you get a kill or two. It's kind of like a throwaway round after that. I don't like the fact that my Euro and Reyna are holding bomb over here. And I especially don't like the fact that my Brim went off to A and kind of died alone while my Chamber and myself were pushing up B here. This is just really uncoordinated. Since the Brim died, I was kind of holding this angle here to make sure that nobody flanked. And I wasted a lot of time, honestly. The Reyna and the Reyna and the Euro were able to get picked off. So now I have to make this fucking hero play to go all the way over here and get bomb, and that's just bad ball. It's not gonna end out well. One, I waste a lot of time. Two, they already know where Spike is, so they don't have to play anything different. They already know that I can only come from here or where the Chamber is right now. And I'm actually surprised they're kind of not playing here. I find the Brimstone. Bad ball. Absolutely abysmal ball. I just gotta hit those. I literally gotta hit those. I've been on my Phantom grind recently, so I picked up a Phantom and I was walking up here. I early rotate down here, and I don't even know if that's a good idea or not. This coming from this side, coming from spawn and then down and then through here, I still don't like. I don't know if am I supposed to slow walk that? Am I supposed to take that at all? Like, am I supposed to like already have been across the zip and then just come up the backside of this spawn? Is there a reason to go under? What is the reason? I don't really know that necessarily, but I do find the Sage in mid after she challenged my Euro, and I just peek off of my Euro. That I'm not mad at, because you know, it's a kill. That's kind of what you're supposed to do. You just throw bodies at the person. But I probably could have played that a little faster. So you can't really hear audio because I fucking forgot to record audio like a goddamn idiot. But my Euro pops ult here. And then he comes through and he kind of scans sight. He kind of pings this brimstone here. So my plan is to just kind of swing the brimstone immediately. I get flashed. That's unlucky, but I did put in some damage for the brimstone. I then take this fight again. Wasn't expecting this Sage here. It's an absolutely great rat play out of her, I'm not gonna lie. Luckily my team was able to clean that up though, because that was not looking great for me. I literally only did 39 damage there. Let's lock it in, Perk. Excuse me for eating, but you'll see me pre-aiming this a lot because Jets like the ego swing. I'm slow walking up because nobody's taking this engagement yet, and I haven't poked out of this smoke because nobody has sights on point. Unfortunately, I get flashed here. That's just not ideal. Spray through, kill the Jet. Absolutely beautiful play. Love myself for that. I see Spike, and my goal is to go for Spike, but I definitely should have played this a little slower. I have to keep track of my mini map here, because if I were to pay attention even a little bit, honestly, if I were to pay like even a smidget of attention, then I would have known not only does my brimstone die, my Yoru dies up where like tower is to this gecko. This gecko was playing his game, I'm not gonna lie, and he was completely uncontested by me. I feel like since I have control of this site necessarily, since I have full sight lines, their brimstone honestly smoked off any way that they could possibly get back on the point. I need to be taking up here. I need to be taking tower. I need to be taking all of that space, maybe even looking for a flank, maybe, because like what else are they gonna do, right? Are they gonna run through the smoke? Doubtful. I already killed the Jet here, so they don't really have, or not in this specific moment because the Jet's still alive, but in the time frame that I'm thinking about, I already killed the Jet, so they don't have much entry at all except for Reyna blinds. Like after this point, and Reyna's actually dead. So I really need to be right there, right? It's not exactly ideal that the Spike is on the ground here, but since it's on the ground and since it's on the ground in such a vulnerable spot, I need to not go after it first. That needs to be a kind of like a secondary target when I still have a minute on the clock. Instead though, I'm dead. You'll see my team walk up here. Clearly we're going for an A push, but they wall and smoke right here. So I break the wall. I'm pretty sure that's enough bullets to break the wall, but I come out here to help my chamber. Now, even though I'm trying to help my chamber, I do not help him angle wise, and he literally just takes a 1v1 with this brimstone. Luckily he wins that, but that could have ended badly. Me coming up here and killing the Reyna, I do like that. I like that a lot. I'm taking aggressive angles, and I'm not exactly like bitching out of them. At least I'm winning, right? An aggressive angle like that, I feel like it's a troll if you lose, but it's not a carry, but it's a really good play if you win the 1v1, because now they don't have Reyna, they don't have a player, and I have a lot of ground. Unfortunately, I got traded out by the gecko, but I would do it again, honestly. This is the next round. I switched Vandal here. I'm not quite sure why actually, but I'm just not pushing smoke here. I actually don't know why I'm not pushing smoke here. I already know my job is to be in there and kind of like taking space and things like that, and I'm simply not doing that as of right now. I'm not quite sure what my mentality was at the time, what I was thinking about, but I was not exactly in the moment. I got Reyna blinded there and then died immediately. Like that's one, that's not where I need to be. Two, that's not like I need to be pushing forward. Three, like I still have yet to use util up until this moment necessarily, except for my wall on round 3, I think. So I need to fix up something. I need to fix up something. That whole round I didn't even use util. I'm pretty much using just a blank character. I don't know why that is, why I did that. This round I buy a Bucky, and my intention is to run down an ult, right? So I'm going up drop here because the goal is to kind of like cut off sight lines. If I come through here, then they have this whole coming out of spawn. If I'm running up here, right, then I'm afraid that they have this whole hallway to look down and then this whole hallway to look down. So even if I were to maybe angle off like a wall or something in a specific like a specific angle to like, I don't even know a good wall. Even if I were to like wall that off so that like the gecko was holding this, the gecko couldn't see me, then he could just back up, and then now I'm fucked times 2 trying to come down this wall. So my idea was to simply come up drop here, because the spawn doors for drop is right here, right? So no matter what, you cannot play past that at the beginning of the round. And I'm willing to bet that I can run up to maybe here before you get here. And that's if you're full sprinting. If you're full sprinting, I hear you. If you're slow walking, then you're here-ish, like kind of like back here, and then I can slide on you, blah, 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 right? That's my thought process. And then my goal is to slide on this person, bucky them. If there is a person here, slide on this person, bucky them, pop ult, and then run into spawn or run into point. I actually don't know if that paid off or not. So let's see. I don't remember this game. I'm walking up the side here so I don't just get ego peaked. I don't like what I just did. This is kind of like a niche thing. This is not a niche thing. This is a nitpick in a way. I don't like that I didn't slide this to check that corner, and instead I popped ult to slide it, because now I don't have a slide after my ult. You're for anybody that doesn't know, I don't know who wouldn't know this, but then again, I shouldn't say that because somebody might not. If you are to slide out of ult and then pop ult, your slide gets refreshed. So I should have just slid out and then challenged it and then like popped ult so I'd have my slide again for this. I'm using my stun for that in case the Sage is playing up height again. Literally nobody's on this point though, except for this Sage that's playing this, and that's just bad ball. That's just unlucky. That's just really unlucky. I kind of hoped that my Yoru and Brimstone would have played this just a little faster, so her lurk here wouldn't work out quite as well. But I hit it for 130. That's unlucky. That's unlucky. Maybe I hit the shot more. I did hit 9 of my pellets, and one of them being to the head. You know, what are you gonna do? I opened up sight, or actually maybe I didn't. My chamber is on the other side of the world fighting for freedom. Honestly, he's fighting for Kingdom Come. And he's winning. He's winning very well. So maybe my life didn't matter that much, but I did get on the site. So you take a bucket where you get it. For the next round, if you notice, I'm over here in this spawn, and I honestly didn't want to play this spawn at all. I wanted to play up drop. However, my whole team, excluding the chamber, is playing satellite here. So they're all going to be running through here, and I didn't want to funnel all in the same exact spot. I was afraid, I don't know, maybe like a good gecko dizzy or something. And then now that's our whole team on the floor. So I wanted to kind of space out the angles that we took. I am going to slow walk this though, as I am by myself. I'm kind of trying to time myself with this Reyna here. And as she starts, editor perk. Another thing that I notice is I'm holding this door here a lot. This is not my favorite because I should be holding the longer angle. If you look at my mouse, I should be holding the longer angle, or at least engaging with the longer angle. There's no reason to hold this door because this door has a sound effect when people go through it. Therefore, a lot of people don't normally go through this door. And the only way somebody will come through this door is either a gecko throwing a dizzy, a Reyna throwing a blind, or nothing else, honestly, because the other characters just simply aren't going to do that. So I would still know that somebody's coming through that door because some type of util would go like would preface their push. I should be walking up and challenging long and then just playing off of this door if somebody were to push off of that. But that's what I know now. I'll know for later. Now I'm going to start moving as she has an angle on this hallway here so nobody can play that. I am making sure to check in my corners. I know the Sage played this last time, so I'm checking that. I know the Brimstone played that, but I wasn't really too focused on that. I literally spent the whole round walking up point, and I just gotta do things a little faster. Honestly, I really do gotta do things a little bit faster. It's a tempo thing. My idea is he's gonna be on drop. I miss all my shots. GG's. They pop a smoke here, and I'm pretty sure they walled this as well. And that's what leads me into this confused panic where I'm starting to like try and turn around and go to A. Nobody follows me on the turnaround, so I'm like, okay, I guess we're playing this. And then I come back to then look for a flank, and then like I'm not proud of this. Honestly, I'm not proud of this. Looking back on this, I'm definitely not proud of this. I'm very indecisive here, and I think that's costly. I think that's very costly. I think the fact that I can't make a decision is definitely impacting this push here. As my their defense is kind of able to get away with whatever they want. And I'm still not exactly useful here. I get a lucky spray into the smoke. I pick up Spike, and my Euro comms that Brimstone is on points, but I'm expecting him to be in tower, right? Because my chamber's holding this. So I didn't think Brimstone was going to be able to be on this ramp here. Not ideal on my part whatsoever. I do think that I need to be a little faster though, because if you notice, basically what I'm doing is I'm baiting, as a matter of fact. That's the harsh truth about it, is I'm kind of baiting my teammates. My Brimstone and Chamber are walking on a point before me as Neon, and I'm waiting up until the point that they die in order to do anything about it. I catch this Gecko with his fucking pants down for a little bit, and this is unfortunate that I wasn't able to get the kill, but the Brimstone was able to clean that up. Now I'm walking forward. I'm on top of nuts right now. I wait for the fucking Hellstorm to come down, and now I'm playing the top of tower. I don't exactly like that I'm playing the top on tower while I'm using a Bucky, but I do get a free Vandal. Hip, yippee, hooray, you know what I mean? Do good damage to the Sage. I probably could have killed her before she killed my Reyna, but I'm playing this side of this side of tower, and I'm kind of hoping that my Brimstone doesn't take an early engagement here and just plays time, but he does die. Now it's a 2v1. I have 11 HP and like bombs right there. I kind of go into panic mode and just ego swing this without even that, like no good hygiene, no good gun hygiene, nothing. I didn't even set my crosshair really. I just kind of poked out. I still had my stuns. I could have bounced the stuns off the wall. And honestly, that's what the chamber comes into chat and says, like, hey man, use your fucking stuns, right? And hey, more power to this guy, because he honestly reminded me that I had abilities. Like I was trolling. I was fucking trolling. The next round, we just couldn't pull it through. I died to an op early round, and then we just kind of get cleaned up over the course of the round. So we're on to the next half. And the next half is a different change, right? And on attack, I don't know the right tempo. But on defense, there is no tempo. You just kind of hold, right? You're holding an angle, you're doing this, that, and the other. It's not a matter of making many decisions. Because if you are to block Spike from being planted, and if you are to impede the offense's movement and what they're trying to get away with, then you're doing your job, right? So early here, I'm playing drop. Again, I don't like playing that hallway there, as my abilities are just kind of lackluster. And the whole idea of me being Neon and me being kind of closer to you and me like surprising you with this ability or blah, blah, blah. Like that's kind of where I find Neon most useful. And every place other than satellite is kind of like a long hallway. So you're kind of playing a blank character. I'm holding this. I find Gecko. I see a Spike down. However, I get fucking pissed on because I miss my stun. I probably shouldn't have ego swung that. I really should have like let the jet walk into me because I saw Spike. But that's for later. I did take note of that afterwards. Now we're in. Is it called anti-eco? Are we in anti-eco now? I think I heard that in VCT at some point. I didn't quite understand what the term word meant, but I'm pretty sure we're in anti-eco right now. I'm again going drop because of the reasons that I explained before, but now I have a Bucky in my hand. Love me a Bucky. I've said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Love me a goddamn Bucky. Bucky rarely ever fails me. Honestly, it rarely ever does me dirty. And again, here I am holding this close angle. I decided to play here instead of in front of me next to the actual dish because people check that wide, right? If you're standing here, people can kind of like play right here in a way. They can kind of swing out. Sorry, I'm gonna draw a character because I feel like it. They can swing out right here, and then you're out of range for a Bucky. But if you play back there, no matter what, if you're swinging that, you're in Bucky range. You're in almost one-shot range, if not one-shot range. And now it's kind of just cleanup. It's pretty much just a cleanup round. I have Spike, I have a Bucky, I'm sitting on drop like... I'm sitting on drop and you're in eco, like you're kind of cooked, right? Like I kind of have all of the cards in my hand right now. I don't like the fact that my team is now going out to search for this Sage and henceforth give her 1v1s. I pick up this capture orb here. I just can't hurt. I mean, I don't know a downside to having a capture orb. I decided to switch it up here, I believe. I decided to switch it up and now I'm playing halls, and I honestly don't like this call out of myself. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, go back to drop. And now nobody's watching drop. So if someone were to go satellite here, they would just have an angle on me. I recognize this. Luckily, literally nobody is attacking this side. So I have to make an early rotate. I decided to rotate through their spawn. I'm taking a lot of fucking time knowing that the Reyna is sitting right here and she would have taken first engagement anyway. So there's literally no reason for me to be tiptoeing. I do see Spike here, and the Reyna does call Spike here. So I'm literally just going to be playing this. I'm going to be playing this angle right here. No way they come over the zips. No way they walk all the way around. Even if they do walk all the way around, then I have my team right here to watch it. I'm going to be playing this angle here so that if they do try to peek this, then I have a good angle on where they're going. Brimstone falls straight into that trap. I don't like the fact that my Reyna is now peeking this a lot, but you know, to each their own. The Reyna is still peeking. She loses the 1v1. I clean up the Sage, just kind of playing off of the back of her. I did have to take that engagement. And I'm glad the other Reyna wasn't looking in my direction, because that would have been really bad. I had to take that engagement because there's no way I can let that Sage get away scot-free and turn it into a 2v2 instead of a 2v1. I played that pretty well. Not gonna lie to you. Again, I decided to switch it up. I'm playing right here and I get blinded immediately. Like, I literally I can't be here. Like, I can't be here. If I am going to be in halls here, I have to be peeking. If I'm going to be sitting here in halls, if I'm going to be trying to guard halls, I need to be here first off, so that I have a good sight line on this, right? Like, you would have to use util to get past me here, or else I have a really good chance of killing you. You don't want to take that 50-50. I just need to hit my shots there, and that's a good ball, right? If I am sitting like an idiot right here, then that means just what happened. The Reyna can come around, and I don't know where the Reyna is. The Reyna can come around and just kind of blind. I think this is her blind. She could just kind of blind this and then ego swing me. And now my dick's in the air, trying to shoot at the fucking sky and shit, trying to hopefully get a headshot. It's not gonna happen. It's really not gonna happen. I need to be playing here to get out as much util as possible, instead of playing here and then getting fucking pissed on because I'm using a blank agent at that point. There's not even any util in my pocket to help me for that situation. Or I need to be playing here, holding this angle so that I can get away from, or get to cover quickly. Sitting here is just ass. My fear was sitting here was the fact that maybe nobody was going to be on drop, and I don't think anybody was drop. Where did I die? Yeah, nobody was drop. The Brimstone did smoke it, but still, I don't know. I was afraid of drop, and if somebody could just peek that and then see my ass. But I need to be playing drop in the first place. I need to be on drop. So there's no reason for me to be here. It's bad ball in general. Terrible ball. There's no reason for me to be here. Luckily, my team's the fucking GOAT, and they start cleaning this shit up for me, because oh boy, I was getting slapped on off of just bad decisions. And shit like this makes it abundantly clear why I am not that good at this map for decisions like this. Like, I shouldn't be there. I shouldn't be taking some of these engagements that I'm taking. I shouldn't be doing some of these things. But now I'm back on drop. I decided that Hall shit wasn't working. Don't know why I changed it in the first place, but now I'm on drop. I think I'm pissed at this moment, so I'm pretty sure I ego swing this. Wait, no, I don't ego swing this. W discipline. I'm pretty sure this isn't head height though. I need to kind of be holding my crosshair a little higher here. The Reyna peeks out and gets like fucking 2. Happy as shit. W Reyna, carry me harder. But now we have to get back into B. I'm already knowing that they're going to be on B at this point. Brim is holding mid, and he's probably smoked off at some point. Reyna just went through their spawn. Luckily, I find the Gecko with his goddamn dick out. Just I don't really know what he's doing. I'm pretty sure I started walking at that point, so maybe he just didn't listen to the audio cue. But I do know that their tower, because a teammate calmed it. So I'm just gonna fucking sprint down, throw my body on the line. I don't want the Jet to be able to have full ult in order to come and contest point. I'm just gonna sprint her ass down. I full sprayed her at everything just because that's how close we were. It's not going like that. Jet luckily right clicked instead of like kind of like left click and hold her own there. I still wouldn't change much, except for maybe I should be using util there. A better player is going to be holding a good crosshair and then kind of just waiting for me to push forward. Maybe I use util and then push her, or maybe I don't push at all and I just hold my crosshair right there because she has to come into me. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do that a couple more times to figure out what works the best. I get a beautiful ego swing out of this jet here, but or not jet, sorry, Sage. But I did not know that the Reyna was walking up slow. My team won that last round, so now of course my whole team is getting a little bit too egotistical. I think this is the round where my Yoru types in like what happened or some shit like that, and then my Reyna starts like being a dickhead to the enemy team or something. I don't remember which round it is, but we started talking shit and it honestly almost jinxed us. Kind of going in heavy B here, and I don't know what I'm looking at this point. I think I was waiting for a kill, if anything, to like actually start moving. I did see the kill, and that's why I started moving forward. But now at this point, I think in hindsight, I'm just gonna run. I should run down and pop ult here. Nah, maybe not. I don't have any intel. I'm scared to just run onto point. I killed Gecko. Love the aim. Love the talents, if you will. Kill the Brimstone. Absolute beauty. Absolute beauty. Yeah, I don't think ulting in there would have been the best play. I think I'd just play my gun. Play my gun and then play my range. Or not play my range, but play my ones. So now there's a Reyna playing drop. So I'm just kind of playing back here to play off my Yoru. My Yoru is holding op close. And the Reyna literally like starts picking off their whole team. So that's just kind of GG's on the round. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now Brimstone is their best player, but you just don't win those. I think they were on eco as well. So yeah, that's just not what you do. So you'll see me here do something a little different where I'm kind of playing on site. I'm playing in that wall area where I was talking about before, where I should be playing instead of playing in this corner. That's like this rat corner right here. However, I don't peek that correctly. I don't peek that well. I'm still in that moment. I was peeking with my W key and my D key, and there's no area for like counter strafing. There's no area for getting back into cover quickly. There's just nothing. I kind of trolled myself very hard by doing that. Next round, you see me here holding A, but I'm changing up where I'm going a little. Like, I didn't want to continuously hold drop, and I find this jet just absolutely piss on my Brimstone, but I didn't want to continuously hold drop because I was afraid that they were just going to util dump me and just kind of expect where I was going to be and blah, blah, blah. I did pop my ult there and slide into the middle of fucking nowhere and get pissed on. I think that would have happened if I did that the other round where I was like, I'm just going to run down and ult through here and I had no intel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just a bad idea. My Yoru trolls, but that's okay. That's all right. I decided this round to go right back to drop, all reliable for real. And they happen to be going the other side of the map. So now I'm going to be running through their spawn. My Brimstone dies, and at some point he comes. At first I was going to walk in, and at some point my chamber comes to save the gun, right? So I kind of get a lucky kill on that Brimstone. I'm still moving and I get a headshot, and I don't know. That's just not kind of what I want necessarily. I don't want luck kills. I need to be working on like my counter strafing in general. But right now I'm just peeking a bunch of angles and seeing if I can catch somebody off guard and blah, blah, blah. But I do play here. I love the fact that I play here. This is pretty much like, this isn't a really good, easy way to get to unless you strictly walk up directly behind me and you chase me. And it pays dividends because the Reyna gets killed here and I almost kill the Sage with 117 damage, and that didn't put a dent in their econ necessarily, but it helped us out a bit, honestly. In point here, again playing off the back of my Yoru. I'm just afraid he's gonna get tapped out of his operator or some shit like that. I don't know. They play drop here, or they go drop here, and again I'm not there. I don't even remember getting the fucking did the Brimstone watch me walk past and not do anything? I don't even remember what. The Sage walks through and gets killed. What does the jet do? I don't remember. Do I peek the jet at all? What happened? Oh, the jet's behind me. Unfortunate. 1v1 scenario. I got Mr. Crispy Bacon. At this point, the jet's planting and he hears her. And that's kind of like why he's walking up here. He takes this angle. I absolutely adore this angle. Fries her shit.
Gray ball, gray ball, gray ball. All right, so full disclaimer. This gameplay you're about to see is a handful of days after the previous two. I decided that instead of just going back to back to back and recording games that I recorded at the same exact segment and then showing you pretty much the same flaws, because over the first two games, I pretty much just had the same problems. It was pace and ability usage, like primarily. Those are like the big two that I saw. So I was like, I'm gonna wait a few days. I'm gonna put a little bit of that into practice, and then I'm gonna come back for a third gameplay where I know I know these as a problem. I know these as a factor. I know that this is something that I have to work on, and blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, I also got the Xeno Hunter knife. I literally got this like the day of the stream. That bit's clean. That bit's clean. I'm gonna be honest with you. That bit's clean. On this map, I always hold A, just because I feel like you can play around this box well, and you can play around these corners well with Neon. On C, it's a lot more open, and I just don't like it as much. Enemy spotted. I'm playing with 40, and he's on Clove, and he's holding mid, I think. So I have like a little bit more comms than I would normally have in the other two games. They're a little bit more reliable comms, at least.
All planning B.
Go, go, go! Spike planted.
Sorry, not sorry.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
okay, for 6. I can already see a difference in like my gun hygiene in a way. I'm pretty sure the first two games I just kind of just full swinged around corners. Like if this was a corner, then I just kind of just full walked behind it. Now I'm like edging it in a way. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I feel like that method is a little bit better. My Phoenix is fighting mid. Realistically, I kind of should. I didn't even remember that somebody was right there. I guess I should have cleared that, but I don't know. I didn't think somebody would be there even now, and it happened to me already. this is in the past. I didn't think that'd be a thing. In order to get there, if you don't know how he got there, he effectively walked up through garage window. Like he walked through garage and then jumped up the window and then came around to back B. Yeah, I thought at the time and still now, I thought somebody was holding garage for that exact reason. I see even now on the mini map that still nobody's holding garage. Should I be holding garage? Is that a me thing? As a Neon, should I just be like near mid all the time?
Drop in a smoke.
Oh, I love that out of myself. Oh, that's beautiful crosshair placement. Re-clearing behind me. Clean. So I definitely know they're gonna push in front of me now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Remember what I said about that ability usage? That me up, boy.
The hunt begins.
I don't see a world why Reyna pops ult here, but I'm pretty sure I call that she's coming through garage.
Smoke for 25 though.
Gonna come through garage.
Yeah, I just made the read. I almost lost that because I think honestly, I think I was just moving too much. If I'm holding an angle, kind of like by myself, if I'm holding an angle waiting for somebody to peek, I feel like it's better off to move move to the right and then wait a little bit and then move to the left and then wait a little bit. You know what I mean? Instead of just left, right, left, right, left, right. Because then that's gonna throw off your shot time. That's something I'll have to experiment with. I had a game once where there was a team that had they dumped util on point, and I was holding A. I'm gonna get fried just because I'm gonna be getting util dumps, or I back up here, and I always chose to back up. But then I got yelled at because I backed up. Am I supposed to be standing there? Am I supposed to just hold that head on when they have a fade eye? I think a Reyna blind went out. Astra smokes went out. Oh my god, Sova's locked. What the hell? I didn't even remember this shit. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because if the Reyna blind is here, right? If their Reyna is like here and the Reyna blind is here, that means I can't play none of this space. Because then I'll be blinded and they'll just be able to swing out and fry my shit. But I also can't play here because of the fade eye, right? There's a fade eye right here. So am I supposed to play hell? Am I supposed to dip hell there? Maybe I don't see the eye. No, I think I see the eye over the box. Or maybe it goes away by the time I actually get to hell. But then again, the eye would spot me, and then this box is is wall bangable. They would just shoot me through the box. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to talk to 40 about that one. So yeah, this round is.
Yeah.
This round is cooked because 40 went through and killed their whole team on C. So I'm playing this a little bit more back instead of like peeking the window, because I've peeked the window a few times now and I know that the jet just popped knives. I decided to rotate here. I don't actually know why, but I do decide to rotate here, and I think it would have been a better play if this didn't happen.
Spike. I look at an angle on it.
One enemy remaining.
I literally thought about stunning her way too fucking late there. I should have stunned her the instant that I knew where she was, because she has knives. She's just gonna fucking sprint at me. All right, so it's either I'm gonna stun her there, or I'm just holding the angle with my Vandal and then hoping she maybe I reposition a little bit and then I just hold the angle with my Vandal. Hope she peeks out and then get a one tap. Calm that I hear someone B, and I'm holding this angle, which I guess I like, but I don't really like. I kind of do want to. I'd rather me be aggressive here, but I can see why I played time here. The Silver just went through and cleaned house though. I was hearing a whole lot of fucking Qs here. They just went garage. So I hear they're on C, and I go to like hold garage. Because nobody's gotten through to C yet. My team is actually like perfectly fine on C. They have angles on the doors. They have all that. Nobody's touched C yet. They're not even engaging. Bullets are barely going off, if at all, but you can tell that they're just kind of spraying through long, hoping for a kill. I don't really know where to hold my crosshair there, but I did hear spike drop, so I call him to 40 to come to B.
$30 seconds left. Gotta go.
They leered A, and apparently there was somebody on B.
Found them.
Spike planted.
I'm out of here.
Hell yeah. So the haunt didn't catch me, so now I'm just gonna play here. Hopefully they walk through. I really shouldn't play here because my clove, i.e. 40, was taking an aggressive angle. So I really should just peek the other side with him instead of playing this. I do calm though that I'm hearing a lot of footsteps on dirt, so that there might be one garage.
I'm out of here.
I'm gonna go through fucking mid.
30 seconds left.
No. Did 40.
Spike down. C.
I don't know if they're all in there. There's one window.
God
One
damn.
enemy remaining.
Oh, I thought someone was here. I thought he killed you. No, he didn't kill you, but I thought somebody shot from here.
So I know that they're coming up sewers. I actually kind of love that stun. I didn't know that 40 was gonna smoke it though. I win that 1v1. Very valuable, very crucial. So this time I did play back box off of the clove smoke. I'm trying not to put like, oh, hindsight, I could do this, because obviously I know what happened, what played out. But in the moment, I'm pretty sure I played that as well as I could. I do like this, but fuck, this is so many things. I didn't know the jet was close though, but I did get my 2. The jet started like slow walking up.
One enemy.
So it's last round in the half, and I just decide I'm gonna op.
Now there's no detriment.
Because my fear before was picking up an op or using an op and then giving it to the jet, and then the jet just playing prime ass fast gameplay. But now that it's last round, everybody just loses their guns in the next round, so I'm just gonna be opping here. I normally do this actually. I normally do op because it's pretty safe, honestly. The only problem is I really should have rotated C here. The second that the Phoenix died, I should have rotated C. However, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, and it's not helpful because now I have now I have to walk in when nobody else is alive. and I have only an op. So I'm trying to make noise. I'm like purposely walking up and making noise. Yeah, it's just not ideal. So at first I thought I'm gonna walk up garage here, like kind of like lurk a B, see if anybody wants to come around and flank maybe. But then my team got a lot of picks and now they're pretty high up on point, so I definitely need to rotate this. I'm reclearing sewer though, because I definitely don't want to get like pissed on via sewer. And then that was just bad. That was just bad, honestly. When I didn't know the smoke was gonna like end right there too, I probably should have just like peeked it regardless. So I actually love being on attack here because at all times I'm gonna bucky down sewers. Like that's kind of like my default right now. I'm just gonna fucking sprint down sewers with a fucking bucky and I'm gonna call it a day. I did see someone when I was jump peeking and I calmed that to the sage here so she can peek them.
I kind of messed up my
She clears for me. Continues to clear for me. Absolutely love the sage. W sage gameplay. And then because I'm buckying, I'm just gonna play right here. This wall is actually pretty useful. I thought about this way too late, but I definitely should be classicing and looking up that window since nobody's gonna get through that wall. But so if you notice in the previous games, I was using Phantom and now I'm using Vandal. I don't know. I get so fucking annoyed of shooting somebody in the head and then them not dying. I don't know. I hate it so much. It's genuinely a pain in my fucking ass.
Deploying drone.
I'm out of here.
This is just a bad spot to be in. I'm not gonna lie.
Last player standing.
I probably could have killed the Astra. I gotta get in that habit of when I see another person to then crouch because they're gonna have the advantage at all times. If they're peeking me after I'm already in a duel, they have the advantage. They have the surprise, the everything because they know exactly where I am.
Shocking.
I don't like that stun though. That's not my favorite stun. I already know that nobody's gonna be there because they just smoked it off and they know we're walking down it. But I do get a free Vandal. Thanks, Phoenix.
There. No bother.
Enemy marked. That first game backside, just push though.
The Sova didn't drone.
This way. Gotta go.
I was afraid of pushing that because the Sova didn't drone to the right. And I was convinced that somebody was on the right. That's another problem. That's still the same problem that I have in the other games where I was like, I kind of expect something and then I take that as law without any prior information. I feel like I woke up instead of just running up. I woke up and then maybe I wall on an angle so I can get into point a little easier.
My mama taught me anything.
Like wall towards box, like mid box. I do like this one though. I like this wall here. It's just a shame that I'm dog shit. So since my Phoenix popped ult here, we're back to buckying down sewer by the way. But since my Phoenix popped ult, I'm just gonna bait him in a way. I really gotta stop doing that.
Careful now.
I would say I hate that stun, but I stunned for a reason. I knew the smoke was gonna drop soon, so I wanted to take this space and hope that nobody was like slow walking through. And then I'm literally just gonna hold this with a bucky. Like for the rest of the round, I'm holding this with a bucky. Because I heard the Astra like shooting, so I knew she was right there. So I call him C because we've been running A literally every single round. Every single round we've ran A, and the Sova says that he knows a lineup. So I'm just we're like playing off of his lineup. And unfortunately,
Get out of my way.
they made the craziest fucking call that we were going C because we never went C. We went C one time and then lost and then went to A every other time. So we're rotating immediately because fuck no.
My ult's ready.
You shot me through the fucking box.
I didn't know two were gonna be on A though. I killed the fade, and I was like, that's gonna be it. It was not it.
Last player standing.
Enemy
yeah.
down.
The fuck? Oh my god. Unfortunate.
Call him that I have ult and then I want to run down B. Honestly, I wanted to go to C and B just for like the mental, like the mental change, just to like throw a curveball in. But A was working, so we realistically should just be going A. But we opened up on B here. I can't play the game. A lot of util, and I think I just stay back, like kind of where 40 is standing right now, or the Clove is standing, I should say.
Oh my god.
Spoiler alert: 40 wins this. He pretty much just kind of like kills the last two.
You faked it?
But
Might be the best I ever touched this shit.
I think that this game that I played was a lot better. I think that overall I played a lot more to win, and a lot more like confidently and more refined in a way. And even though I went neutral, right? Like normally you expect like a duelist to like to normally, like ideally you expect a duelist to get like 20-9 or some fucking crazy nut shit like that. Even though I went neutral, I think I made great plays to like win the game in a way. You know what I mean? I think I made outstanding plays to outstanding plays to help my team and get my team into point and set my team up for success. So I'd call that a win. I'd call that great improvement from the previous two games to that game, and hopefully to much more improvement as well. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe. This was interesting to me, and I tried taking my time with it so I could actually understand what's happening. But more videos coming soon. I will be streaming on Twitch, link in the description, every day that I don't work. That's my current promise. And have a great day.